Good morning, everyone. Ryan here from 20 Side Adventures, taking a little walk to the gaming room. Wanted to talk about the 2E action economy, which is, in my opinion, the best part about 2E and how combat works. Basically, you get 3 actions on your turn. You can take single action activities, up to 3 of them. You can take a double action activity and still have a single action, or you can take a triple action activity. You'll also have a reaction on your turn, and there's a variety of free actions. Now, what does that all mean? There's a ton of different actions. There's lots of things to do. So, let's jump into the gaming room and a table, and let's take you through a couple different scenarios. Alright, so here we are at the table. We're going to run through the action economy. So we've got 3 heroes here, Katarina, Luftvin, and Darius. Katarina is going to take a stride on her action because she has to get close enough to attack. And then we'll take a strike action. There we go, roll some dice. That's a miss, unfortunate. 1 action left. If she had a shield, raising shield's a solid option for a melee, but she doesn't, so she's going to take a -5. And didn't do as well there. Darius, being a caster, is going to cast Bone Spray, which is a 2-action cast. So we're going to drop that cone here. Boom. And then he's going to want to get out of there so he doesn't get hit. So we'll take a stride action. And then finally, Luftvin, being an archer, he's going to take a shot. And he's happy where he is, so he's going to take another shot. And doesn't really know what to do with his third action, so critical miss. Take another shot at -10. Oh, but got a crit. Sometimes that third shot is always fishing for a crit. So that's the basics. Not super satisfying, but an okay round. Let's see what other options there are. Now something more advanced. Sun Tzu says all warfare is deception, so let's see how deception can impact things you can do on the turn. So Katarina took a stride like last time, and instead of striking right away, we'll use the feint action. There we go, successfully feinted. The target now becomes flat-footed or off guard with the remaster work to Katarina's next attack. At full value at +12. There we go. Hit exactly by 2. So, in redoing this round, went from 2 misses to a solid hit because they used deception with a feint. Some thoughts about feint. It has the mental trait, so you cannot use it against mindless creatures. It can also critically succeed or fail. If you fail, you're going to become off guard to that target till the end of your next turn. If you succeed, they're going to be off guard to you until the end of your next turn. So anywhere from 3 to 5 actions can be taken with them having the -2 penalty to AC. Also, if you're a fighter that uses 2 weapons and you have an agile weapon in your offhand, sometimes it's better to use that one for your successive attacks because your multiple attack penalty is only 4. So it's really only 2 when they're flat-footed to you. Now, you can also intermix this to where if it's a fresh round of combat, Katarina could strike, feint, and then strike with the offhand weapon to get a better MAP than just trying to front-load that first attack. So there's some thoughts for feint. Okay, Luftvin can't use feint, he's at range, so he is going to create a diversion.
What in the world can that be?
This works against all creatures he can see. Boom, critical. Luftvin's very successful at this. He is now hidden, making all of these creatures flat-footed to him. So when he makes his next attacks, they will have a -2 penalty to their AC. And using double shot, which is a fighter feat, he gets 2 shots at full attack value, -2. They have -2 AC. That's a win. Okay, so how's the caster going to use this? Same way, if their spell has an attack roll to it, they get the -2 for the enemy being off guard. They can also just simply use the sneak action. So they become hidden after causing the diversion. Now they're going to sneak away while they're not being observed at half speed. Boom. They're now hidden behind the wagon. Next round, they'll be able to use a stride action, come up behind the enemy, and best use their AoE spell effects to not hit their allies and hit the most amount of bad guys. Well, what else can I do besides deception, you might say? Katarina on this round will use Demoralize to intimidate her target. You do have to be careful, as that sometimes has a language barrier, so if they don't speak the same language, you're going to have a -4 penalty. But with a success, we're going to get the frightened 1 condition. So frightened reduces their to hit, their AC, and their DCs, so that will now make Katarina's next attempt to feint 1 easier. So there we go. We got a crit on the feint, so now they are off guard for the next 5 actions Katarina is going to take against them. So now they've got -1 from frightened, -2 from being off guard. So now she is poised to deliver her swashbuckler finisher at the highest opportunity to critically hit and end this bad guy. That's how you stack actions. Last but not least, we have take cover. So Luffin's going to take 1 more shot. He's going to take a stride to duck behind this wagon, and then he will take cover, granting at least a +2 to AC, if not +4 if the GM decides it's greater cover. Now, these are all of the basic actions available to every PC that you can do on your turn. There's a couple others that are a little more niche and special attacks, but these are the highlights that I think a lot of people miss, so start using these instead of taking -10 swings at things. See you next time, 20-Sided Adventures.